Hi guys, it's France. As a lot of you agreed with me on my Facebook page, today is not a regular Journal on Monday video, but something a bit different. This is the first part of me playing in my sketchbook. If you follow me on my blog, you know that I've been to the art library in Brooklyn last week, and of course I had to buy myself one of those sketchbooks. And now I finally get to play with it. So first thing I'm doing is that I'm taking it apart because I want to keep the cover. I want to reuse the cover, but I don't want to use the inside paper as it is sketch paper, and I want to play with inks, a lot of inks. So I'm remaking the book with watercolor paper. As my paper is thicker than the original paper, I will be using fewer pages. And of course I'm measuring everything up so that it fits nicely inside the cover. So the inside pages don't have the same dimensions as the outside pages, so I'm measuring everything up to remake it in the same way. And now I can start cutting up my watercolor paper. If you want to play along with the sketchbook project, you can find the link on my blog or go directly to their site. I'll add the link underneath this video in the description. Now that all my paper is trimmed, I can start colorizing it, and I will be working with Acrylic and Colorex, mixing both products together. And I'm first applying a lot of water on my paper as I want the colors to bleed and to blend all over. So I'm only colorizing one side, and I'm placing the second page on top of it. I'm colorizing the second one. And then it's a game of patience to have everything dried. I'm repeating this over and over until all the sides of the paper are colorized in this way. So first a lot of water. And then again some colors. You can find all the references of the colors that I used on my blog. And I'm also picking the excess ink up that's on my paper, on my working paper. This is actually paper we use to wrap fries in, and it works pretty well with inks. And repeating it over and over again. Though this is a short video, it's about 14 minutes long, it took me a complete afternoon to get all of this done, to remake the book as you will see it in the end of this video. And as I also have some strips over from the edges that I trimmed away, as you can see here, I'm using them to blot the excess ink, and this will be used as ATCs. I will cut it up, and I will have already a fun inky background to make some ATCs on. So again, I'm picking up the excess ink that's on the paper underneath. And as I do like the print it's making, I'm even going over it with my brayer so that I'm picking everything up, especially those yummy lines that are in the paper. I even added more water on that work surface, on that working paper, and even some more drops of ink so that I could keep playing with those imprints. And once everything is dried, I can start folding it so that it fits in my sketchbook. As you can see, I'm not measuring. but I am taking care to fold it neatly and straight. So making a mark with my paper trimmer with a folding blade helps me to fold it easily, but I still take care that it's straight. Now I have to measure to make sure that I put the paper is in the right order, so that the largest ones are at the beginning of the book and the shortest pages in the middle. And as you can see, I'm checking and double checking, because once everything will be tied together, there will be no way back. So I have to make sure everything is in the right place. Now I can still choose which side I want in or out. So that's what I'm doing now. Then using a punch, I'm making the corners round again, because that's how it will be in my book as well. Then I'm marking a second line because I want to create pockets. I don't know if you noticed, but those pages are way too high to go inside my sketchbook, but that was the plan all along. I want to make pockets inside my sketchbook. So I'm cutting away a small triangle so that I can fold those pockets easily afterwards. And this will avoid having a big bump in the middle of my page. And now I can fold. And again, I can choose which side I want my pocket to go. And I'm choosing looking at the colors. I do like the fact that it goes from cold colors on the outside pages to warm colors on the inside pages. That was a happy coincidence. Now I'm taking my cover back to check if everything fits okay. If you plan to play along with the sketchbook project, please know that you have to respect the dimensions of the sketchbook. You cannot go and send in whatever you feel like sending in. You can find the complete rules, like I said, on their site. So everything fits nicely. I'm doing the same with my corners at the bottom of each page, so that it works neatly with the cover. I added some sewing to keep those pockets folded, so I just sewed one side of it. So I'm just securing the thread, and once everything is inside the cover, last thing I will be doing before I go to bed is adding just a tiny bit of glue on each thread that comes out of the paper, so to make sure that will stay in place. Just a bit of vintage photo distress ink, and as you can see, I'm being quite rough because I know that using a baby wipe I will blend it in the color. This will give it a nice, even more distressed look. Without moving the colors around. Adding some more splatters of water very quickly, just dabbing away the excess of water because I don't have the patience to dry everything. And I'm doing so again on each side of each page. I burned some holes in the paper as well, but I did that outside the house. And now I can start binding my sketchbook. So I'm using the holes that were already in the cover, and I'm adding just one in the middle because I want to do a pamphlet binding. So I'm taking marks on one of the pages, and now I can make holes on all the pages without measuring everything. To bind everything together, I'm using bookbinding thread, which is waxed, and a needle, of course. So to do this, you actually make a B. You start from the outside in the middle hole, come outside the upper hole, go all the way down inside the book, and you come back out in the middle hole, and then you bind the two leftovers of the thread together. This is gummed craft that I want to use to reinforce the spine of the book. So I'm doing this with the cover folded, because if I would do this with the cover flat, I won't be able to close my sketchbook. Again, I'm cutting away a small triangle and then folding the excess to the inside so that my cover is nicely protected. Marking the holes again. And now I can start attaching everything together. So I want to leave a tail outside the book. So I'm starting in the middle hole, going from outside the book to the middle of the book. Then coming out of one of the holes, going all the way down, back inside the book, and then coming back outside through the middle hole. And this is a technique that I learned from Dana Downey. And now I can attach everything together. And I'm leaving a tail because I will add some embellishments there. And here it is. This is just the base of the base, but as you could see, it was already quite some work, and now I can start embellish it. I hope you liked today's video. See you on my blog for more, and oh, you still have until Wednesday evening for the giveaways, for the CHA giveaways. See you there. Have a happy one. Ta-da!